Hello everybody, welcome to a weekly vlog. Today, yes, it's about fancy, but today we're just going to move on a little bit. Welcome to me, I'm here. Welcome. Today we're going to discuss some rides which are at Fantasy Island and some arcade machines. I don't know if we've done it already enough, but we haven't detailed it, but let's see what we can do today. So, this is the new intro music. When we're doing this, it's good, isn't it? And it's the same outro music, but today I might just put something a bit different. I think. So, welcome to today. We're gonna look at some more stuff. This is the third week of Fantasy Island already. I know. We're just trying to do some more fun. Then we're going to move on to the Skegness Seasiders. Child buses. So. Wow, what should we do first? We'll do Skegness Seasiders first. Let's get that over and done with. So we're going to do Skegness Seasides, we'll come back to Fantasy Island. Skegness Seasides won't take long. I'm going to put a little bit of background music while we're doing it, so we're going to make it a so we're going to do the Skegness Seasides because this will only take about 15 minutes, and then we'll do back to the Fantasy Island things. This is only going to take 15 minutes. We're going to just do some stories. We're going to read a book basically. Okay, might be. We're going to show you the books and all that today. So we're going to play music while we're doing this. So, right. So Skegness Seasiders were born in 2014 and replaced the Coastal Cruise, which was operated with Stagecoach, and the Seasiders operated with Stagecoach. The Coastal Cruise operated the service free every 10 minutes between Inglewells, Harley's Farm and Skegness. And that route is the popular route, the Seaside Service, what makes today the Seaside Service. So the service free, in which runs between Skegness, Inglewells, Anchors Lane every 10 minutes up and down the seafront, started off years ago in 2010 when the Coastal Cruise arrived, before 2010, that when the Tridents arrived and all that. So then in 2000 and something, so years ago, then also the 17 service between Cleethorpes and Pier and the Fort Park was also operated by Stagecoach, but open toppers as well as the Lincoln Tour bus. Good music, innit? Skegness Seasider, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go! Let's go! Go, 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 go! So, Seasiders was started in 2014. What they did, but the Coastal Cruise was still operating And by the, 2005, I think, 20 years, loads of years ago. I can't remember when the service started, but coastal cruise buses were 2010 with the Dennis Trident ALX 400s from Grimsby. So 17673, 17674, 17675, 17676, 1677 and 17678. All new to Stagecoach in three books in 1999. So like the Millennium opened at Fantasy Island the same year. So new track for the skegness seasiders. Good, isn't it? Very good. So, yeah. So when the Trident started in 2010, they replaced the old Metro bus open top. I don't know what they were, Volvo Metro top. A bit like Olympians, but a little bit different. So then they come into service the Stagecoach East Midlands. And then in 2011, the last ones were withdrawn from the newer Trident, from 10-year-old Trident from Grimsby. So then in 2011, all the open toppers in the skegness area is all by Tridents. However, the Tridents would then live on until 2014 when the skegness seasiders, so Rocky, so when the seasiders arrived, so the open toppers like Rocky, Candy, Pierre, Rocky, Salty, Sandy, Shelley, and all these. So there were 17673 was Candy, 17674 was Rocky, 17675 was Pierre, 17676 was Sandy, 17677 was Shelley, and 17678 was Salty. 2014, but in 2015, 3 buses arrived for open top, which were Hattie, a Volvo Olympian, which is now a play bus, Wally and Millie, I don't know, Wally and Millie, Wally like the roller coaster at Fantasy Island, but yeah, same thing. And also the Volvo, the 3-foot Seasiders, which was Splash and Lolly, arrived. Former Volvo Gemini's from Stagecoach Chester, which was new to first group in 2004. So in 2004, then in 2015, the last year for the old Trident Rocky, which was then withdrawn for scrap due to problems with an accident, new flooring in the engine failure basically. So then it was replaced by an accidental low bridge accident made by 400 from Scotland. 19169, which is not E400 Trident, which is operating now, but it's down on the Lincoln toll once again. Detailed, but so the 17th service was the Seaside service, which was Lolly and Millie, which still Lolly and Splash, which operates still to this day. So then that happened. Then in 2016 with the new rocky wiring. Then in 2017 nothing come for Skegness. Then in 2018 Teddy, Sonny and Sweetie 17013, 17015 and 17016 trident numbers for the tridents, these three tridents for Stagecoach Cumbria, which are getting replaced because of the newer vehicles, which some new Volvo B17 plate Volvos from Open Top, which all entered service by 2018, lead these three to be transferred for extra buses. Then coming to then the service was alterated a bit, but yeah. See what we can put on more, WOG. Who wants to be a brick wall? No, it's fine. Right, we'll go back to that music then, we'll keep it, we're nice. So then in 2019, no happened really in Skegness, apart from the withdrawal of Pierre in August due to a gearbox failure, which had caused the vehicle just to die. Then it was withdrawn for scrap, not entered service the rest of the 2019 season, and was withdrawn for scrap shortly after. Spares for Sandy. Also to the spare parts. Then it was withdrawn for scrap after in September 2020. So then after in 2020, due to the coronavirus, the seasiders didn't even go out in March. They're all still in depot in storage. No, they're still in storage, ready to go out, but they couldn't because of the coronavirus due to COVID-19. So as a result, the Lincoln Tour bus was suspended all year. By the summer 2020, the 4th of July, everything was allowed to go back to normal in social distancing. So limited capacity people on board. Face masks wore on buses. So if you don't wear a face mask, you cannot travel on the bus. You will not be allowed to travel on the bus. And all that. And a new Pierre arrived as well. So then, during the COVID-19, the 17 service between 3/4 and Fort Park was suspended because of no source of buses in Skeggy, and due to a shortage of vehicles in the Skegness area, needing extra vehicles for the COVID capacity. So then that caused it. That will cause up. Then the Lincoln Tour bus was on loan for the year. We're on loan for the rest of the season as well. 16943 FX06AOE. So then after that, everything were back to normal for the new year. At the start of the year, was suspended until the 12th of April, then they're back in service. Then after July, all the open toppers went back to normal. The lone vehicles went back to their usual homes and operated their services. So the Cleethorpes Seasiders went back to do the 17s, and the Lincoln Tour bus went back to do the Lincoln Tour service. So then, in 2022, Scoop arrived from Chester. Scoop 17479 arrived from Scoop. Chester, which is Scoop. No happened that year, and number 1 went to half an hour due to no source, due to what's it and being complaints from passengers. A bus every half an hour, but it's not turning up, was complained. The year after, the Service 3 was merged with the Service 1. Service 1's merged with Service 3, going down Anchor Lane, but not doing a bottom at Inglebells, which is not doing now. No longer going to bottom of Inglebells. As 2023 was a sad year for bus enthusiasts with the withdrawal of the Tridents and the Volvo Geminis and the Tridents at Skegness to be replaced by the Enviro 400 hybrids from Manchester. With the last one being withdrawn in the 11th of November, which was Salty and Pierre. Rocky was later withdrawn after that, after a breakdown on Service 2, which after the Tridents were withdrawn, that was the only one still going out on Service 2. After the ALX 400s were withdrawn. The Trident Rocky went to the Val 400, was later transferred to Lincoln Tour bus. Then was transferred to Lincoln Tour bus to replace 16943, which has now moved on to the Peak Sightseer Tour bus operating through the Peak District. And the Seasiders were rebranded, and the Trident was then repainted into the Lincoln Tour bus, and previous registration plate, and the registration plate was transferred onto the bus off at 16943, which is now 16943, has moved to Stagecoach in Chesterfield for the Peak Sightseer Tour bus service. Can only do the Redwood, cannot go to Blue, can't go to Haversige in Blue John Cannon due to the vehicle being too tall for the bridge. Oh dear. So that's what's happened, unfortunately. So Seasiders were rebranded for the 10th birthday. New hybrids from Manchester, and hybrids, big occasion to give them an upgrade and a nip in tuck. The Skegness Seasiders now hybrids, meaning they are supported sustainably objecting by cutting emissions to 75%. Not only, but now have new top deck seating, a traditional buggy space, modern destination blinds, and better visibility and next stop announcements, making the customer experience better than ever. Oh, and how can you forget some iconic seaside radios returned too. Hopefully you have the best time with the Seasiders during your visit to Skegness, which has just gone. It'll be next year now, and make some great memories. Hopping on and off the different seaside themed characters. Hope you managed to collect a few new seaside badges. So this was all promoted then. So also it runs for the year round, so yeah, don't run all year round, so let's play. This was uncovered by guys, but play anyway. Watch
After
this
a
one, it's
long
good.
drive to Skegness, it was time for little Nicholas to go to bed and rest for an exciting day ahead.
Sweet dreams, Nicholas. See you in the morning.
Night, Dad. I wonder what we'll be doing tomorrow. Where will we go? Who will we meet?
Four ice creams, please.
You just had 4 a minute ago.
Well, I like ice cream. Oh, hi, Nicholas. Welcome to Skegness. Want an ice cream?
Oh, hi, Nicholas! Do you like my sandcastle? Come help build another.
Oh, hi, Nicholas. Why don't you come ride the rides with me? They're so much fun!
Oh, hello, Nicholas. Why don't you come enjoy the sea air? It's so refreshing. Oh,
Nicholas, Nicholas, Nick, time to get up.
Nicholas,
It was only a dream.
time to get up. Your friends are outside waiting.
What friends?
Hi, Nick. Where would you like to go today?
It wasn't a dream.
Right, so let's go back to Fantasy Island. Thanks, Skegness, Seasiders. Another thing, just before the what's it? All single fares are £3 or less until at least the 31st of December 2025. As part of the government scheme, variations and exclusion apply. So if you're doing a short journey, it's a £2.70, but if you're doing a long journey, it's £3. Let's get rid on this. So today we're just going to do a bit more about Fantasy Island, so I want to make sure I put the right video on this time. I do apologise about last week, but to be honest, I didn't know what was what. I'm stubborn, so just got to check. So we just put in Fantasy Island. I'm going to do it this week because we're going to make this just. I've got nothing else to discuss today, so but that's what today's about. It's just to replay that video again from last week. That was planned for today. But the time we've got on now, we might as well just. It's not ITV1. Just check.
The rides are being erased.
Yeah, it's not this one. It's this one. Right. We're gonna just play it. Right, so we're gonna play this for 25 minutes, and we'll just have a little discussion after. Then we'll end it there. Well, so I do apologise about the video last week. I really didn't know what, but I enjoy. Put on full power.
building site on the Lincolnshire coast. A £25 million leisure development. Workers up against a tight deadline to catch the start of the season. The boardroom of the site's developers, Blue Anchor Leisure. All the trappings of success, model Ferraris and a couple of Queen's Awards for industry. But where is the chairman and chief executive? Well, actually, he's the man in the red coat. Multi-millionaire John Woodward is working on the site of Fantasy Island. When it's fully operational, it'll be the biggest development on the East Coast for nearly 60 years. Since last October, when demolition began, he's been at the controls of an army of workers transforming the seaside village in which he was born. Locals remember the young John as a likely lad.
The first time I saw John Woodward, he was sat on Sea Lane selling either mushrooms or blue stalks. He was like his uncles and mother, who was full of business. And of course, as you know, he still is. He didn't miss a lot, John didn't.
The leap from street vegetable vendor to millionaire really began in 1958, when he bought this patch of land from another entrepreneur in the leisure trade.
I just left school. I think I left school rather early, not getting on very well at school. And we had an opportunity to buy a piece of land off Billy Butlin, and which was down at the Anchor Lane corner. And we in actual fact purchased this piece of land, 7 acres, and it cost us £7,000, and that became Blue Anchor.
Within a year, he'd moved 30 caravans onto the small patch of grass, and now you can't move far on the Lincolnshire coast without passing a Blue Anchor sign. With more than 5,000 vans on 16 sites between Skegness and Mablethorpe, he's become one of the UK's biggest caravan dealers.
All your bags are £1, I'll sort them out where you like.
The next step up the ladder of fortune came with markets. The Eastgate Market in Inglemells pulled in more than 1 million visitors last year. It's the biggest 7-day market in Europe and boasts it has something for everyone, whatever their size. If it's wet, there are dodgy umbrellas.
Here, stolen goods at honest prices here today at Costamel Inglemells.
And if it's sunny, well, you can find a new pair of jeans. But the market's beginnings were a lot more modest.
We started in the market game some 14 years ago. In those days it was only Sunday markets, which were of course run illegally because of the Sunday Shop Act. And we've had numerous tussles with not only the local authority but with the High Courts in trying to sort the rules out and bend the rules to continue in operation. With the company by now, at that time I had quite a lot of land spread up and down the coast. We was able to move from one piece of land to the other once the council caught up with us.
So with all these caravanners and shoppers pouring in, what did Inglemells have to offer for entertainment? Well, in summer, there's a beach. But out of season, it's more like this. So, last year, John Woodward set about providing some indoor entertainment, and first off the drawing board was Tiny Tots. The gala opening of the £500,000 development packed in the crowds, but much bigger was yet to come. For 3 years, he'd been visiting fairs, theme parks and other attractions around Britain and abroad. He'd been working on plans for a development as innovative as Butlin's first holiday camp, which came to Skegness 59 years previously. It's thousands of miles from Inglemells to Las Vegas, but it was that American city's Luxor hotel that grabbed his attention. Its theming of everything from bedroom furnishings to rides was just what he fancied back home. So he decided, let's build a pyramid in Inglemells. It would be striking and it would be weatherproof. His tour had taught him that although the adverts look like this, the reality is often more like this. The job of coming up with a theme went to the firm who designed the Tiny Tots village.
It's a designer's dream in some ways, also a nightmare in others, because once you start to let your imagination go wild on it, basically, you obviously create yourself a lot of technical problems. We're having quite a lot of meetings with the engineers and the architects to make sure that what we design, we can do something on paper in a model that's very easy and looks fabulous. Actually physically building that and producing a structure that will support it can be quite difficult. And also, it's not just a film set, people have actually got to go in the buildings. So we came up with this idea of this lost island in the Bermuda Triangle, where lots of people have been shipwrecked over centuries. So we then can have a mixture of cultures. We can have magic, we can have fantasy, sea monsters, sea dragons, maybe bits of Jules Verne thrown in. So we have a complete mixture of architectural styles, an extremely sort of way out look to the place, but we feel it'll be very different.
While engineers weigh up loading levels and stress factors, Fantasy Island starts to take shape in miniature. All the buildings are shaped in clay, then the models sent to the site as guidance for the real builders.
We're building this for two purposes. First of all, it's actually a design tool that we can get the design right and we get the three-dimensional aspects. Secondly, it's then going to be a marketing tool that can show people what the project's going to look like before it's actually finished.
Meanwhile, down in Lincolnshire, just time for some last-minute touches to the artwork, and the Fantasy Island project is officially unveiled to the waiting media. Regional tourist officials are impressed.
We identified in a strategy produced 2 years ago the need for all-weather facilities, and this hits that mark precisely.
It's something that will attract people not only from the East Midlands area, but from the whole of the country, and I would think from all over Britain and maybe farther afield. It really is fantastic.
So now it's public, work can get underway, but hanging over everyone's head is the deadline. Opening day is just 7 months away.
It will be tight, there's no getting away from that. I'll get it done. Lots of people come here 1 week, and next week they come, they reckon only the rice has arrived.
A nearby farmer's field becomes an improvised landing strip for the man from Space Deck who'll build the pyramid on site. His main worry is the wind. Too much of it and the lift will have to be postponed, and that will be rather expensive as the world's biggest crane is wending its way to the coast, all 29 lorry loads at a cost of £75,000 a day.
If we miss the date of the lift, we miss the crane, because that crane is going off somewhere else and it's then going off for 5 weeks' work on another project. And so if we don't hit our date, we won't have a crane to lift, and we probably won't have a client to pay us any money.
Well, the weatherman says it can only get better. And lift day has been set for February the 8th.
They're assembled on the ground, and we'll basically make 4 sides of the pyramid, so that's 4 large triangles horizontally on the ground. From there they'll be lifted up into the pyramid format before then eventually being lifted into place in its final position on site.
today we've lifted 2 of the 4 triangular pieces into the air to try and form it into its pyramid shape. Yesterday's weather, as you know, was atrocious, and tomorrow is forecast to be not very good, so we're going to make the most of it and work into the night.
For the first time, but certainly not for the last, work goes on right round the clock. By morning, lift day -1, there is a new landmark on the Lincolnshire coast. Blue Peter have joined the rest of the media to record the biggest event in the history of Inglemells. It's always been a bit flat around these parts, so for anyone with a head for heights, there's a good climb to the top and a wonderful, if windy, view of caravans. The crane takes the strain and all is ready for tomorrow morning's lift. First light. It's cold, it's damp, but the wind is low enough for the lift to go ahead on schedule. The press are out of their beds early, and cameramen prepared for a cold morning aloft.
Well, the wind was actually borderline all the way through, which gave the crane driver obviously some concern, and we had to move as quickly as we could, but obviously slowly to keep it safe.
It's a landmark now. Once we've got it up, just get the roof on it. It's definitely a very important part of it because it's going to be the centrepiece when we've completed the project.
Top attraction inside the pyramid is likely to be the IMAX film ride. Described as a virtual reality simulator, it surrounds the audience with film while pitching and rolling them in all directions. It was developed by the team who made the Back to the Future ride for Universal Studios. And Inglemells beat off European competition to obtain only the second machine in the world. The first is in Las Vegas.
It's kind of a heroic project in terms of what they're doing here. IMAX is very impressed with John Woodward's business attitude, his ability to deliver on his word, and it's just also the time scale that John works in. Is, I use the word heroic, and that's a good word for what John's trying to achieve. And in a very short period of time, they're leveling an area and rebuilding, a mini Disney World.
But there's still a lot of work to do. Most of the 200 workers are local, but they've been joined by an American who's demonstrating thatching. He developed an all-weather aluminium thatch that's already in use on Disney parks.
It comes in sheets that are that have to be pulled apart, and once they're pulled apart, there's a solid tab at the top that is what is nailed or stapled into the roof, and then it's built up progressively in layers. And once it's built up, it looks like it's very realistic.
So realistic, in fact, that it convinced this starling that underneath the eaves was a very good place to nest. By March, the publicity machine is in top gear. Brochures are coming off the presses, the model's been completed, and Fantasy Island is about to be unveiled at the showcase of the British tourist industry, the British Travel Trade Fair at the NEC in Birmingham.
That's all it does.
Well, that's what's needed, I think, with our usual weather, isn't it?
And it's, if you like, it's totally different to anything that's been seen in Britain before.
Yes, absolutely.
And peeping through the crowd is the character helping put it on the tourist map.
It's the marketplace where you have to be seen, if you like, to present a new product to the industry. It's your way of developing forward, and we've also decided to pick today to officially launch one of the main central characters of Fantasy Island, which is going to be Captain Rhombus.
But there's plenty of competition about. Singing nuns are just one of many weapons in the frantic battle for publicity during the 2 days of the fair. So how do you compete with this? Well, Rhombus turns a few heads by mounting an assault on a much better established tourist emblem, the Jolly Fisherman from Skegness.
Something like Fantasy Island is very much a dream. It's in a person's mind, it's being built, it's coming together. But it's important for people to see that there is something real and realistic, and that's exactly what Captain Rhombus is able to do.
Back at Ingomel's, spring has arrived. But snow soon melts, and the village has acquired a new tropical look. To complement the pyramid, £100,000 worth of palm trees are being planted. They're imported from America by a company based in Bradford.
The foliage is a preserved foliage which is actually grown in parts of California. The natural juices, the sap is drained out. The preservative solution is then placed inside, along with an inherently flame retarded solution. So effectively the product then becomes embalmed.
With the new trees, the fantasy frontage is all but complete. But with only 3 weeks to go to opening, there's still plenty of work left to do. The mountain is taking shape under the pyramid, and outside, the rides are being erected. And a constant presence overseeing everything is the boss.
Can't help it, it's not my problem. Finish it.
It makes a hell of a difference. The men see me as I am, not as somebody above them. In certain cases I work with them if it's necessary to speed the project along. And they know I'm around, they know my car's there. In other words, the boss is here, he's with us, he's working with us, and it speeds it along no end. I get on well with the lads, and that's the attitude I like to keep with them.
You can blank both them off, they're extinct. They'll still take water, but it doesn't go anywhere.
He's now on site 24 hours a day.
25. Eat and sleep, Fantasy Island. It's so involved now and so complicated. You get letdowns and interferences and delays with different people. It's inevitable that you get this situation. Whatever project we do, we find these last 3 or 4 weeks are a pain.
1 month to go, but the first customers are due tomorrow, inside a nightclub that looks far from ready. But 24 hours later, everything is all right on the night.
Get a load in, then you get it shifted then.
3 weeks to go, and surely this will never be finished. By now, the workers are on site at 6 in the morning, but the last things on John Woodward's mind are worries about not getting the job completed.
No, I'm already planning my next project now. Yeah, this one's finished as far as I'm concerned now. I can see the end of it, and I shall be here for a further month after the opening, and then I'll take 3 weeks holiday and then come back and let rip into what I'm going to do next year, I suppose.
11 days to go. Blue Anchors say they're sticking to the opening date, but admit not everything will be ready. However, the first shops are open for business, and the first takeaway.
The hot mushy peas, fresh seafood.
The main rides are taking shape on what still looks suspiciously like a building site, but Fantasy Island is in royal mood today. The Duke of Gloucester is paying a visit and has a quick tour of the site before meeting some of the men behind the project. But the man behind it all isn't in the lineup for handshakes. He's too busy out on site.
Well, it certainly seems to have been approached with a great deal of enthusiasm. And there seems to be an awful lot of things going on, and I presume a great deal of thought has been put into how it's run.
I love the development. I love people appreciating it and saying, you know, how brilliant it is, and you know, I'm looking forward to when it's all operational and at night time when all the lights are on and the music's there, to say that's something that I've created, and it'll be there for a long, long time.
Right, so that was a good video there, so we'll take it personal, it's good, so why not? We're gonna look now. So it was a good video, obviously if you have just made sure, learnt from the error last week, and we did it again. Right, we're gonna just do how long we got? Well, it's been 52 minutes. Right, so we just got some clips from the first year fan side. Let's do so an old Fancy Island sign. There were no millennium, no Odyssey, nothing. It was the first year. There were no tall lights. And the music was different back in the day. They did have an advert with which I watched not long ago, about a couple of years ago, and I don't know where it's gone back. 3 or 4 years ago. I can't find it at the moment. But there were an advert. Well, only if I saved it, that won't trouble. I didn't, so. Yeah, that's the only thing bits we're getting. There's a waterfall, which is no longer there. I think this is going towards the inside. And there's the old Fancy Island logo. Up onto the pyramid entrance. People were in. Most of the stuff were not what's present now and not weren't there back in the old days when it opened. This was the first year it opened, 1995. I think it was made like that. And all this was WAM, which is no longer there. Like Tenement Street. Right, so that's a bit of Fancy Island. Just looking for any more little bits before we move on to the next and final activity for this session. I was looking at this. Yeah, there's nothing. So, when the park opened in 1995, it was the first UK indoor theme park. Right, good, isn't it? So we're just looking at the old Fancy Island footage. We'll just look at this place. See if there's anything from when it opened. So we had the beast, which... Yeah, I'm just going through some stuff. Give me a minute. 1997, 2002, 2000, 1995. I'm just trying to think, what could we play? Fair, I wish the advert was still there because I would show it you, but there's Jellykins. Not that, I'm not bothering. It's, to be honest, guys, it's just a joke. There's the first party. I'll turn it down because it might just be effing and blinding, and we're not having that today. So it's got to open at least April or May 1995. I did put it on Facebook, what the date, and he's not even bloody replied yet. The stupid buggers. Right. See if this is a better one. I know it's the same. So what we're going to do, guys, is just a little discussion before we go.
As its affectionate thought, but it turned out to be great. Fun. And on some skegness, or skeggy as it's affectionately known, is the resort that everyone's heard of, but not everyone knows where it is. This very British institution spreads along the flat Lincolnshire coast, just north of the Wash. But this is one of the earliest and one of the most famous holiday posters of all time. Skegness has been using the your change to beach it today. Summer's afternoon, the east. Of 1,000 all told to swell a resident population and enough British egg back concentration. Top family wrap on the seafood turkey. Find the ship. Plenty else for children to enjoy. Do you want it all in one go? There's plenty else for children to enjoy, much of it undercover, something that reassures all parents with an anxious eye on our temperamental weather. This is Ricardo, it doesn't... And a night at... That way. After the break, I shall be somewhere where the weather doesn't really matter. That's a new concept in family fun. And a night at the opera for June Whitfield and her husband Tim in Italy. Here in Skegness. Well, whatever the weather here in Skegness, and on this August morning it's cooler and cloudier than it has been, there's quite a bit of undercover entertainment. This is the latest. Fantasy Island is 3 miles from the centre of Skegness in Inglemells. There are more than 40 rides and attractions, including one that you won't find anywhere else in Europe. Enjoy yourself! Hey, what are you doing? The IMAX ride film simulator plunges you into a spooky underground world with giant clowns. Most people stay in caravans, like the Joyce family. How are their children getting on?
There's plenty to do, kept on the go, which makes them happy, which
spend the all day there.
And we have a great time.
No, God.
Well, I think that'll be it. Yeah, that's it. So what we're going to do in a minute, we're going to leave you all to go, and that's it. I appreciate today's not what it's just not much I can think of today. So yeah, it's been a good hour. Yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, so what we're planning to do, guys, is we're Fantasy Island. We're going there for the, hopefully it's the 30th birthday celebration anniversary day. Is where well, this year it's going to be a popular year. Fantasy Island Inglemells 30th birthday. The park has been popular in Inglemells over the years. And a lot of money has been spent on this project over the couple of years. Some new rides, some new stuff, and some new roller coasters, which have been popular over the years, which are still are to this day. And the best thing about it, it's good. Well, what should let you watch this promotion material? Fantasy Island! Right, let's look at the calendar for this year. Ignore my Facebook account because I don't want you seeing it, it's private. It's just privacy. Well, if you know me anyway, so it don't matter. So we're doing a fast checker, so the who guessed Millennium opened in 1999? Let's round up earlier. Opened in 1995, originally Captain Wombus Rocket. What? Yeah. Messenger's not bad. So, I was just going to have a look at this Fantasy Island calendar while here. I'll download it first, that might take 2 minutes. 10 minutes? No, 5 minutes to download, so... they're not guaranteed a wet weather day, but because how bad the UK is for weather wise, let's look at opening times. Let's just look at this calendar. Right, so also on the 22nd and the 23rd of March, the park is open 11 well 5 o'clock, and on the 29th, which is the Green Day, the 29th and 30th, the park is open at 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday. Then open Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of April, 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Then 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock, 5th and the 6th, which is Saturday and the Sunday. The Monday and the Tuesday, 7th and 8th, arcades only. Then 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th of April, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And the 14th and the 15th of April, arcades only, Monday and Tuesdays. Then the 16th, 17th and 18th of April, the park is open between 11 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Then on the 19th, the park is open at 10:30 and will close at 10 o'clock. However, the outdoor attractions will close at 8 o'clock and the inside closes at 10 o'clock at night. Longer day, innit? Then Monday, the 21st of April, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. 22nd of April, nothing, arcades only. 24th, 25th, 26th and the 27th, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock April. 28th and 29th of April, nothing, just arcades. The 30th of April, which is Yellow Day, 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. And the 1st and 2nd of May, 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. And then the 3rd, 4th and 5th of May. So, pink days are, so the yellow days 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. The green days 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. The purple days 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The pink days are 11 o'clock till 10:30 till 6 p.m. And the other pink days, Saturday and Wednesdays only, 10:30 till 10 o'clock for the indoors, and Millennium and outdoors close at 8 o'clock. So then the 3rd, 4th and 5th of April, the 3rd, 4th and 5th of May, it's purple days, but the park opens 10:30. So on the Saturday, the park opens at 10:30 till 10 p.m, which is the 3rd. And the outdoors close at 8 o'clock. Then inside closes at 6 o'clock on 4th and 5th, and it's open 10:30 till 6. Then the 6th of May, nothing. 7th, 8th and 9th of May, it's just 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Just be aware there is wide rotation, so opens 1 hour, shuts 1 hour, and so forth. Because nobody. Then the 10th and 11th of May is open 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The 14th, 15th and 16th of May is open 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. No, 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock, sorry. The 12th and 13th are closed. And the 17th and 18th, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The 9th and 20th, 19th and 20th closed. The 21st, the 22nd and the 23rd of May, 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. The 24th up until the 1st of June, 10:30, but on Saturdays, so Saturday the 24th, Wednesday the 28th, and Saturday the 31st of May, 10:30 till 10 p.m. However, the indoors will close early at 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Then the other days, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The 2nd and 3rd of June, nothing. 4th, 5th and 6th, everything's open at 11 till 5. The 7th and 8th, 11 till 6. The 9th and 10th closed, apart from the arcades. 11th, 12th and 13th, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. And the 14th and the 15th, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And a free wristband on Father's Day for your father. Father's Day as well, just be kind to your father on that day. The 16th and 17th, just arcades open. 18th and 19th and 20th, 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. The 21st and 22nd, 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The 23rd and 24th, closed, apart from the arcades. The 25th, the 26th and the 27th of June, 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. The 28th, which is Armed Forces Day, and the 29th of June is open at 11 till 6. And then the 30th of June, 11 till 5. Then the 1st, 2nd and 3rd and 4th of July, 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock. The 5th of June, Saturday, 11 at 10:30, while 10 p.m. and the indoors will close at 8 o'clock. The 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th of July will open at 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. The 12th and the 13th of June, so the 12th of July, the 12th of July, the park is open from 10:30 to 10 p.m. and the indoors will close at 8 o'clock. And the 13th, 10th, 30 till 6. The 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th of July, which is the last week of the school before the break up for the school holidays, 10:30 11 mile 6. Then from 19th to the 31st of September, am I reading that right? From 19th to the 31st of September, 19th of July through to 31st of August, everything's open at 10 o'clock till 10 p.m. and closes, and so 19th, from 19th of July till 31st of August, on which is the 6 weeks holidays. This is all per pink days. So however, on Saturdays and Wednesdays, the park is open at 10:30 and closes at 10 p.m. and the indoors will close at 6 o'clock. Then fireworks every Wednesday from the 6th, from the 30th to 27th. Then September, so the 1st and 2nd of September is closed. The 3rd and 4th and 5th, it's 11 mile 5. The 5th, 6th and 7th, which is 11.6. The 8th and 9th closed. The 10th, 11th and 12th, 11.5. 13th and 14th, 11 mile 6. The 15th and 16th, 10 mile closed. The 17th, 18th, 19th and 19th, 11 mile 5. The 20th, the 21st, 11 mile 6. 40, then closed on 22nd, 23rd. 24th, 25th and 26th, 11 mile 5. The 27th and 28th of September, 11 mile 6. Everything's closed. Then we're every weekend from 4th of the November, from 4th of October till 19th of October. It's only open Saturdays and Sundays. The arcades will not be open due to the getting ready for the Fear Island. From then the 18th, from 18th and 19th, 11.6, 23rd, 20th and 21st of October, which is all October, 11 not closed. The 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th and the 25th and the 26th. 11 mile 6, including fireworks that night on the 25th, Fear Island, 27th and 28th. Then on the last week, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, the 1st and the 2nd of November, which is the last week before closure, back to lock. What's it? 11.6, yeah. So we're going to do the outro now. So thanks for watching. We're just going to do the outro, then we'll leave you all to it. So thanks for watching today. Thanks for the 1 hour. So we're going to just put the last music on, which is the farewell music, and we'd like to say thank you for today. We do apologise about the last week, but I'm really buggered about it. But no, right, so I'm going to move slides so we're not looking at this. Let's look at not this. Let's look at this. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed today. Subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy and enjoy your day. Goodbye.
Thank you.